Deep breath in together, open your eyes. And exhale, lower your hands. Inhale your arms up overhead. Tap your shoulders. And exhale, bend your knees and reach the floor. Relax your head. Inhale, rolling up. Tap your shoulders like a big hug. Exhale and down towards the floor. Nice and big. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale, side bend to your right. Just a little side bend. Inhale it up. Exhale, other side. Just quick. Inhale it up. Palms together. Exhale, press your hands down. Bring your hands to prayer. So now I'm in a big second position, a squat here. We're going to inhale and pulse down. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And now your own breathing. Smaller, lower. Good. Wake up. 6, 7, 8, and touch the floor. Lift it up. And press your hands down. Parallel your feet, toes towards the front of your mats. Reach down towards the floor. Bend your knees if you need to get here. And you're just gonna bend side to side. So just opening up those hips. Feel free to swing your head side to side. Get as movie groovy as you want. Good. Then come back to center. Make sure your feet are parallel. Relax your head for a moment. Bend your knees. And straighten. Bend your knees. And straighten. Bend them just a little bit so you can roll up and you're staying nice and grounded. Good. Let's bring our feet together. Or a little separated, whatever you like for your balance here. Okay, like I said, we're going to be moving. So follow along as best you can. And then we'll stretch. Inhale your arms up. Plie to get up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, press your hands down. Bend your knees. Inhale and lift up. Exhale, diving forward. Plant your palms. Hop or walk, downward dog. Pedal through those feet. Walk it out. Open your calves. Good. Spread your fingers. Look forward between your hands. Bend your knees. Hop or walk quickly forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, bend your knees and lift up. Exhale, press, stand tall. Plie. Inhale up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms down, hop or step, downward dog. Inhale forward to your plank. And exhale, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, upward dog, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Look forward between your hands, bend your knees, hop or walk. Exhale, flat back. Release. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, stand tall. Butterfly your fingers, butterfly those thumbs. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, downward dog. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale and lowering through, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. Good, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bend your knees. Look at me if you need to. You're gonna hop side to side, watch. Hop on the ankle, back to your down dog. Hop on an ankle, back to your down dog. That's gonna be one set. Keep your feet together. Let's try 5 to start. Ready? 6, 7, and go. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Whew. And 5. Downward dog. Whew. Look forward between your hands. Bend your knees. Hop forward. Flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale your arms out and up. And exhale, stand tall. Good. Butterfly your fingers. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, release forward. Flat back, breathe in. Downward dog, hop it back. We lost our music, I'm just gonna put it back on. Downward dog, stay here. Breathe in that down dog. Okay. We're gonna do 5 more of those jumps. On my count. Tuck in those shirts if you need to. 6, 7, go, and 1. And 2. And 3, keep those arms strong. And 4. And 5. Good, downward dog. Stay here. Inhale, forward to your plank. Exhale, lowering down. Upward dog. Child's pose. Good, and roll up through your spine. Super. Sit back here. Sit crisscross. If you like sitting on a block like this, feel free. Good. I hope you got like a little sweaty. Something happening there. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, side bend over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. And exhale, press the hands down, some resistance. Bring the hands behind you. Lift up the pelvis. Drop the head back. And exhale, rolling down. Good. Switch feet. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, other side. So when we're here, we're not going to drop our shoulder forward. We're rolling the side of our rib cage straight up to the ceiling. Inhaling up. Exhale, side bend. Inhaling up. Twisting, keep our spine long. Inhale up. And exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, press the air away. Fingers back. Lift the pelvis, drop the head back. Exhaling as you settle the pelvis back down. Good. Bring your knees together and then out in front of you, flex your feet. Hands right next to you, or you prop up on your fingertips. Inhale and just lift your chest up to the ceiling. And exhale, keep it there. Keep flexing your feet strong. Inhale again, chest up. Exhale. On this next one, you're gonna turn your fingertips to face forward, and you're gonna inhale and lift up. Drop your head back if it feels good, or just keep it forward. Toes to the ground. And exhale, rolling down. Flex your feet. Lift your arms off the ground if you can here. Inhale. And exhale, scissor the arm across the foot or the ankle, wherever it reaches. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. I'm trying to keep a really long spine as I do this, so I'm not rounding. Good. And inhale up. Exhale, press the hands down again. Fingertips forward under your shoulders. And it's called reverse plank. So reverse your plank. Good. Slowly lowering down. Very nice. Inhale your arms up. And this time, exhale, round your back. So I'm sitting back on my sit bones. And now inhale up. Try and sit high on your sit bones. Round it back, inhale. And exhale up. Good. Reaching forward now. Past your toes. Chest sunbeams forward. Good, let's point through our feet for a change. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Very nice. You're going to take a little forward. So my foot is right to my knee, this other foot's behind me. I'm going to lightly flex my feet. Again, you're going to bring your hands behind you. So this time I'm just going to walk my hands out and back. Shoulders are down, but it's pretty relaxed here. You want to start to feel something happening in this thigh, in this hip area. One thing you can do is flex this front foot and put it on top. If you want to drop to your elbows, feel free. We're not going to go down to our backs though, so don't do that yet. You could be here or here. You could drop your head if it feels good. Turn your hands out if you're on your elbows. Walk it up. Now you're going to press your hip forward. Press, 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 press. And then exhale, settle that hip down to the ground. I want you to try that again. So I'm actually lifting this butt cheek off the floor. Pressing this hip flexor forward. And then exhale, settle it down. Try and really, when you settle it down, to fully release. One more time. Bring it forward. And bringing it down. Settle, settle, settle. Good. Walk it up. Carefully switch to the other side. Be careful, especially if you have any knee things going on. Okay. Walking it back. I have a little light flex on my foot again. So you can be here. If you feel something happening already here, stay and then increase as you go. While we're doing the stretch, my pelvis is on the ground, so I'm not lifted like we were doing before. Not going to our backs yet. Elbows or hands. Head back if you like. Keep breathing. You can flex this top foot over the thigh if you want. Just play around. Begin to make your way up. My hands are still out behind me. And now I'm going to lift this hip flexor up. So this hip's going to lift, 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 lift. My butt cheek comes off the floor. And then exhale, soften it and settle it towards the ground. And again, inhale and lifting it up. Be gentle. Exhale and soften. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good, really settle it down. Very nice. Let's come back to center. We're gonna come onto hands and knees. Okay, so swing your legs around, get onto your hands and knees. Hands right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. You're gonna come into an arched back here. So look up to the ceiling. On your exhale, round your back. So cat and cow. And again, arching down. And I want you to stay. And I'm shifting my weight very slightly from forward, back, side, side while I'm in this arched position. So a little bit of a cat-cow variation. And I'm keeping it small. And on my exhale now, I'm rounding up. And doing the same thing. Just little weight shifts. Into a flat back. We're going to stretch out our wrists. They are left behind. I'm going to turn as much as I can. So if you watch, I can turn from the sides. Maybe walk all the way around. Maybe you stop somewhere around here. That's fine. If you can go all the way and fully push your fingers back towards your knees, that's great too. My arms are straight. My knees are still under my hips. If you're totally slacking in these shoulders, you have to pull up. So open your collarbones, pull your abdominals up to your spine. Spread your fingers, plant your finger pads down, your knuckles. If this isn't enough and you can go a little bit further, you can shift back like you're going towards a child's pose. So you can even do this and shift your weight back a little bit. Woo! Just try and support your lower back. So you don't have to round, but no hanging. And this is also a nice spot to do very small little circles or weight shifts. Keep lengthening your fingers. Try just a couple more breaths. Your wrists will thank you. Okay, you're going to start to slowly walk your hands back to normal, facing forward. Good, and sit back on your heels. And you're going to want to really roll those wrists out. Do some shakes, kind of do whatever feels nice. Forward and back, circles. I know that can be a lot, that one. Especially if you don't do your wrists that much. Good, let's shake it out. We're gonna do kind of the same thing for our toes. So I'm gonna come forward again on hands and knees. I'm gonna tuck my toes under like this. Then I'm gonna sit my heels back. So if you can come all the way up to here. If that's too much, you'll know right away in the backs of your feet if this is too much. You can stay here, that's fine. Here, 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 all great. If you want to increase it a little bit more, or the most, you would go back into a chest lift to something that looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna go right in the middle. Face this way. So my toes are tucked under, and this can hurt. So stay with it. If you need to shift your weight, feel free. Breathe. We're going to do just one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Lift your feet off the ground and roll, roll, roll. Shake those little feet out. Good, and now head into your downward dog. And we have all new hands and feet. Nice long down dog. Okay, so we're going to start with our hips. So we're going to start by lifting up our right leg. Bend the knee, open the hip. Roll the ankle again, whatever feels good there. Get back to your split. Come it forward into pigeon. Bringing your shin forward, walking your hands back. So my back leg is fully long here, behind me. And I showed you this in another class. If this is not accessible for your knee or your hip, this pigeon can be taken on the ground. Let me show that really quick. Cross the ankle over the thigh, roll back, grab underneath. You'll still get that good stretch. So you can stay on your back for this one if this pigeon isn't accessible. Come on back. If you're already in your stretch, that's absolutely fine. You can stay on your hands, you can go on a block, you can go on your elbows, you can go all the way to the floor. If this hip is floating in the air, totally fine. Just try and settle it with each breath. We're just going to try not to fall onto that side. Hips are going to stay nice and even across. So holding for a few more breaths. If you're like me and you're super fidgety, you can try and focus your breath on the area that you're stretching. So sending your exhales to exactly where you're feeling that sensation of your stretch. So it can kind of help focus you a little bit. Shift where our hands are. So if you're on your hands or if you're on your elbows, you're going to walk on the diagonal. So away from the front knee. And while you're there, you can try and sit that hip down a little bit more. You'll feel just a little bit of a different sensation than when you're straight forward. Again, this can be done on your hands as well. More breaths. Good, guys. Come back to center. Come on your fingertips. Stretch out that belly, stretch the neck. Maybe do some head rolls. Good. And now I want you to sit on this hip. So sit on down on that hip and swing the back leg around. Okay, so a couple of ways to do this. You can sit just crisscross like this. Super. That's one. 2, double pigeon. So similar to what we just did, I have my ankle crossed over my knee and my knee right above my ankle. So it's like 2 stacked fire logs. Ankle to knee, knee to ankle. So you can be here. You can be here. Either one is fine. Now, lots of options for where to go from here. If you're just stretchy, flop on forward If this is a lot for you, you can stay up and just gradually flat back. You can have a gentle hand on your knee. Wherever your body's at is okay. This can be intense a little bit for the external rotators. And you notice my feet are lightly flexed. Helps protect my knees here. Just a couple more breaths. We're not staying as long as we did in pigeon. Super. Okay, take your hands out. You're gonna grab underneath this top leg. So whether you're here or you're here, you're gonna grab underneath. And I have one hand close to my ankle, one hand close to the bottom of my knee. Flex your foot and bring it up. And now move the leg. So my arms are moving my leg. I'm circling. I'm going all around. Getting all at the fluid moving in that hip joint. So go through your whole range of motion. This could be done with a straight bottom leg too. Good, so you can see we're moving the leg through a lot of the same position, that pigeon-y position that we were in before. So now bring that pigeon-y position up towards your chest. If you can hook like this, that's awesome. Or you can just keep holding with your hands. I'm trying to get my shin pretty close to my chest if I can. Great, and then the hand that's closest to my foot, I'm gonna release and put behind me. And I'm gonna take this hand and grab the outside of my foot. So you can see right at the camera here, I'm grabbing the outside. So it's like a half happy baby. So half happy baby that foot back. And now extend it forward and lengthen your chest. So if you can straighten your leg all the way, awesome, or keep it slightly bent. Bending it back, you can round your spine as you bend back. And now try and lengthen everything, spine and hamstring. Bringing it back. And bringing it forward. Bringing it back. Bringing it forward. We're going to stay. If you can, reach, grab. Keep trying to lengthen your spine here, okay? Carry the legs slightly across your body so you can see my foot's going across this way. Get a little bit into the IT band and the outer thigh. Oh my goodness, it helps to grab the outer pinky. This could be a lot. It is for me. Good, bend your knee, give it a little hug in. Back to crisscross, and then onto your hands and knees. So if you can transition from here, get to your hands and knees. And we got wiggly thighs. Let's go to our downward dog. Woo. Feel free to take a vinyasa here, or just hold your down dog, up to you. All vinyasa, just so you can see. Go into our other side. So lifting our left leg up into a split, and then opening it up. Open that knee. And lengthening back out. And bringing it forward into pigeon. Okay, so my knee comes to my wrist. I'm trying to wiggle my foot forward a little bit, always gentle. Lengthening my back leg behind me so I can settle my pelvis closer to the floor. Hips are even. Again, this can be done on your back. So find what works for you. Reclined pigeon, or what we're doing here. Up on your hands, on blocks, on elbows, or down to the floor. into the sensations that you do feel that come up. If you do have that strong urge to move or get out of the pose, try and feel like, why? Is it because of pain? Then yeah, get out. We don't want pain. But if it's just because our mind's kind of racing or we're fidgety or something, see if you can just take a breath in, settle yourself back down. Always come back to that breath, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to walk our hands over on the diagonal like we did earlier. So again, this can be done on your elbows. You can stretch your arms all the way out. Or it can be done on your hands. So I'm on the diagonal, and I'm just settling that hip down. And try not to put tension anywhere else. Always check in with the shoulders, the jaw, around the eyebrows. Good. Walk your hands up, back to center. On your fingertips, just lift the spine up. And then settle the hip down, sitting on that hip, swing the back leg around. And if you took just the seated position, cross-legged, be even on both sides. I don't like when it's like, so this or ankle to knee. Lightly flex your foot if you're in double pigeon, ankle to knee, fire log. There's like 17 names for this. And moving into it however you can. One side might be different. It's fine. Just lower this hinge. Aggressive yoga flutes. Couple more breaths. If you've taken my yoga classes in the past before, you probably heard me say that I had a teacher who said that the hips are the junk drawers of your body, and that always kind of stuck with me. We do hold a lot of tension here, and that we don't even realize. I feel like we're always thinking about our shoulders, which of course get very tense too. But the hips take a lot as well, so it's really important to keep them opened up. It's good for our spines, it's good for our lower backs. Okay, we're going to be rolling up, taking our hands, scooping. Flex that foot, rock it out. Go through your full range of motion here, so play around. Get moving. Okay. You can hook, lift the chest, bring that shin a little bit closer. Hand that's closest to the foot is going to release behind me. Other hand's going to come out and come into a half happy baby. So I'm grabbing the outside of my foot. I'm drawing my knee back like a bow and arrow. This is where I'm allowing my spine to round. It's okay. And then on my exhale, I am going to sit up, lengthen my spine, and try and lengthen my hamstring. If it's not there yet, that's totally fine. Let's take priority on our spine. Lift, lift, lift. The hamstring will come. And bring it back. And forward. Keep it going. Good. Stay here if you can. Other hand. And you can be grabbing anywhere on your leg, okay? It doesn't have to be exactly like I'm doing it. taking our leg across our body. So my opposite arm is taking that pinky finger, pinky toe. Wow. Ease into it if you're like me. Always bend your knee if you have to. Good, so getting across the IT band, outer thigh. Good. Bending the knee back in and releasing it back down. Good. Juicy hips, hands and knees, downward dog. Again, feel free to vinyasa when you get there if you'd like. Downward dog. High hips, long hamstrings if you can. See how they feel. Spine takes priority, so bend your knees so the spine can lengthen. Good. Lower your knees. Open the knees up slightly, toes together, child's pose. Walk your hands over to your right. Exhale down. Walk it over to the left. Exhale, settle it down. Back to center. Come up onto hands and knees. Back your knees up a little bit. You're going to bring your right knee forward. Shoot it out. So I'm going to have to shift my weight. Shoot it out like this. So it's a straight leg, and then settle down. You can see onto that hip. My back leg is bent behind me, okay? So it's bent like this. I have a straight leg coming straight off my hip, flexing the foot. My shoulders are square to the front here. You can walk your fingertips forward. Come on your elbows if you want. This is a place where I like to kind of rock a little bit forward on the side of my hip here. So I'm just doing a little bit of rocking. So this is like if you ever done like foam roller work or like stuff with tennis balls or stuff like that. This is like an extremely mild version of that. If you were to do this on like a foam roller or something, it'd be a little more intense. But we're getting something here. You can bring it a little more forward. That's great. As always, you could be laying down here or you can be on your hands. Good, everyone. Walk your hands up. Well, now watch this transition. I'm going to turn to the back. So I'm going to bend my knees, face behind me. Hands are up. Bring them down under your shoulders. Fingertips back. Reverse your table. We did reverse plank before. So I'm on all fours reversed. Lift up your heart, lift up your belly. Good, one more breath. Exhale and coming down. Good, flip back onto hands and knees. Let's do our other side. So now we're bringing our left knee forward, shifting our weight a little bit, shooting that leg out to the side. Flex your foot, and then settle the side of the hip down. Again, bent back leg behind here, just relaxed. Walking it forward. Keep flexing this foot. if you want to start just little gentle rocks back and forth. Good. And find a spot to just stay for a moment. Good, coming up, reverse table. I'll face the side so you can see me. So fingertips facing forward, reverse your table. Yeah, good. Throw your head back if that feels nice, or keep your chin on your chest. One more breath. And then exhale, coming down. Good. You will sit crisscross again. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit like this for a long period of time, and we're not going to do that long, but you know, sit on a pillow or a yoga block, that'll help. Or you can sit in hero's pose if that's better. This is where you want to have your strap handy if you need it. I'll show this facing the back. I'm lifting up whichever arm you want. I'm going to use my right behind my back. Internally rotate my other arm and find my fingers. If you don't find your fingers, this is where you use your strap or your belt. So I have my strap here, and now I can walk my fingers up the strap. If you have a shirt that's really grippy too, you can hold your shirt. So now that you're here, gripping something, a shirt, a strap, or your fingers, check in with your spine. Is your belly ballooning forward? Don't want that. Is your rib cage cabinets way open? Don't want that. We want a neutral spine so we can really focus on the shoulders and breathing through the chest. So nice long spine, shoulders are down and even, and my neck is even. I always see a lot of weird necks when we do this. I can't see you right now, but I hope you're not doing that. Just nice and neutral. This is working both shoulders, so breathe all across your chest, neck, shoulders. A couple more breaths. Doing great. And remember, no tension anywhere that doesn't need to be. So notice if you're gripping your hips and holding them up, or anything that doesn't need to be gripping here. Let's take one more breath. And on your exhale, unwind slowly, palms up to the ceiling. Hold it here, my palms are up. Chest up. Keep your chest up, fingertips back. Lift that chest up. Good, come back to neutral. Fingers out. And then you can soften through your spine for a moment. Roll your shoulders. Good. Switch the crossing of your legs. And now, other side. So other arm lifted up before. And then I'm internally rotating my shoulder to come back. Now one side might be completely different, especially with shoulders. So if you need your strap handy, put it in that top hand so that you can find your strap with the other fingers. If this is a hard position for you, and you notice that your bottom fingers are digging into your spine, see if you can just help combat that by bringing the rib cage back, softening the abdominals in so it doesn't make us jut anything forward. Finding that neutral spine. breaths. Inhaling. Exhale very slowly, opening up. Take your time if you feel creaky. Keep your chest up, palms up. Exhale, hands back, chest up. And now you can move out forward, roll your shoulders. Very nice. My goodness. Instagram Live, an hour is not enough time for a good big stretch. Open your legs out. We don't need this right now, but we'll use it at the very end. Okay, you're just gonna walk forward. Flex your feet, walk it out. So this end of class, the stretches are a little bit more basic. I'm going to take you through them, but feel free to come back to them when this is over, if you need to spend more time here. So this is just a basic straddle. My knees are up to the ceiling, my toes are up. Lengthening forward. We're just going to take one more breath here. Exhale. Roll up through your spine. So again, like I said, always come back to this if you want later. Why not? Side bend over. Remember that side of the lung that we found in the beginning of class opened up to the ceiling. Inhaling up. Exhale, other side. And keep your sit bones grounded, right? I'm not lifting up here. Good. Inhaling up, fingers behind you. Lift the chest, stretch through the inner thighs. And on your exhale, bring your legs together. If you want to use your strap here, we're just doing a hamstring stretch, okay? So if you know you don't need one, fine. But it could be nice. So I have my strap around like the ball of the big toe, ball of the little toe. Take it in your right leg and take it up. Even though I don't need it, my hamstrings are fairly, open. I do like it because I can focus on really relaxing my spine and keeping my shoulders really grounded. Okay, so you can have this knee bent if your hamstrings are a little tight. If you're okay, straighten it out and press this thigh down. No gapping up. Okay. So hamstring just straight up. And I like to really check in with my pelvis while I'm here. So I'm always doing the most optimal stretch that I can. So making sure, so if I have this right leg up, that I'm not hiking this hip up. So that if someone was right above me and looking down at my pelvis, or like my waistband of my leggings, it would be going straight across. My hips are even with each other, straight across. If I was laying in sand, my pelvis would have an even imprint on the right and the left side, not lifted on either side. And as you stay a little longer, you might feel yourself open up a little bit. You can play with how far you bring the leg without compromising those other things, right? Especially important for the dancers doing this. Stretching properly, being smart. We're going to take our leg a little bit to the side, so if you're using your strap, you can just hold it in your right hand. I have my left hand pressing my left hip down, just taking it a little bit over. Not too far, I don't want to like flop all the way over. I'm not getting too sloppy in it. Just pulling the leg up on the diagonal. Good, bringing it back, and just a little quick transfer across the body. Same like that IT band area, opening up the arm. This one you can drop all the way down if you want for a second. Good, and then bringing it back up. Again, if you want to spend more time in this later, feel free. Let's switch sides. Okay, so we have our left leg up. Oh, my couch is in the way. Okay. Oh man, time is flying. Don't kick me off Instagram. Going through those alignment points again. If we were standing up and doing this, would one hip be hiked up? We don't want that. So across our hips, feeling even. Neutral spine. Start to open the leg up to the left. And up on the diagonal. And then across the body. Keep the foot flexed. You can let this one go all the way down. Oh my god, I'm going to keep my shoulder on the ground. And coming back up. One little gentle pull. And bend both knees in, relax your strap away. Bend your knees into your spine, rock it out. Drop your knees to the right, open your arms to a T. Inhale your knees to center, other side. I was about to have an intruder, sorry. Good, knees up to center, happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet or your ankles and rock it out side to side. Feel free to really get into it.